Yo guys, so you already know today we're back playing some more Master Detective Archive Rain Codes. We are in the middle of the mystery labyrinth. We have solved the mystery of the clock tower, or I should say we've solved how the locked room was set up and how they escaped from the clock tower, from the oh gosh, the nightclub and the mansion. So next and finally is the art gallery. And after we do that, we can probably start getting to the bottom of who the actual culprit is.
The murder that happened 1 month ago in the art gallery storage in Gima district.
This one is probably going to be even more complicated than the last one. The last one was pretty complicated, though I was able to get it.
Killed. If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Let's do it.
Are you going to the third locked room?
I sure am, creepy doll. At least you have eyes. So that's a nice change from the doll in the last one. Just the one on the wall. Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Let's see how this one goes.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
I mean, are you really surprised?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room.
Okay.
Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but...
I don't remember where the doll was in the room. I wonder if you can get the key in through the window, but that doesn't really explain how you would escape and lock the door.
It opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here?
That is a great question. And that is the first question. So where did the culprit flee from? So I don't remember seeing anything in the ceiling. You can't escape from there. So this must be another one where the culprit left through the door somehow.
Here.
That's like the only thing that makes sense. How? I don't know yet, but we're going to work through it and figure it out together.
Escaped from here, but...
Now we need to figure out how they would have locked the room.
Nothing's happening. Maybe you made a mistake, Master.
Really?
No, that
Okay.
can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door.
Yeah, I remember during the investigation, there wasn't that many things here that stood out in terms of, like, what you could use as evidence.
I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space, and the design makes them impossible to duplicate. I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right?
Yeah, so, like, unless the employee is the one that did the murder, which just wouldn't make sense narrative-wise, then that can't be it.
And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I thought you were over the, whatever of locked room mystery, the allure, because of after seeing so many back-to-back.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma, can you go check outside of that window?
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, we already did that.
You made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very
Huh.
good. This locked room is solved.
Is it now? Oh, wait, can you just fit the doll in through the window? So, like, you nail the key in, like, the doll, nail, and key are all outside the room. You put them together and then just throw it in from the window.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Okay.
It unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
Alright, let's go see.
Well, they said that only a finger could get through, though, so I don't know if you can fit a whole doll in. But, alright, we're gonna have to check outside again. Oh, gosh. That was scary. But I'm glad that we don't have to walk the whole way around. We can just teleport here.
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
That's a great question.
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. That way, the key would be found inside.
Now that Shinigami's saying that makes me think that's not going to be the answer.
Well, how about that theory?
Oh. So we're going to get a key? To see if that's even possible?
Is this the storage key?
Which means...
Because of the culprit, what happened to the key?
This one's a freebie. I was right. Just toss it in there, Master.
The culprit threw the key inside? Is that really the right answer? Did the culprit throw the key in from the window?
Throw the key? I don't know about throw the key.
Master, hurry up and throw the key!
Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't think the culprit like threw it in.
You're gonna fall!
Come on. Let me be right on this. Let's go.
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in. The key was nailed to a painting. That's not
Oh,
possible
wait.
if you
I
just
forgot
throw
that the
key
doll was
in.
on the painting. That means that you can't disassemble it outside here. Okay.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
Oh gosh. Not again. Wait, why did we fall there? Oh, we're back in.
You're back. The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master, you got the doll and nail!
Uh-huh.
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did.
Okay.
Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master!
Huh. Alright, so how exactly are we doing this? Alright, we recreate the locker room.
You have to recreate the culprit's locked room mystery. First, do something about that doll.
Okay, how exactly are we doing this? Do something about the doll? Where is the doll? Were we not holding the doll? The painting?
Alright, first, take the painting.
Let's see, prop the painting up against the wall. Next to the window. Is that it?
Wait, it's too early for that step.
Okay.
There are other things you have to do.
Okay, so
before
you
start
create it and
that.
then you stand it up, I guess.
The key will be nailed to the painting at the end. But you must nail something else on before that.
Okay. So we are going to nail the doll to the painting.
The culprit nailed the doll onto the painting. Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Oh, so then they stood him up on the wall with a window? Wait, this is
The
weird.
painting was stood up facing the window. Now
Oh. Oh. Ho, ho, ho.
after that,
Then they went around the side, and they nailed. Well, do I just come back here? Wait, would they not just do the key? So not that. What's over here? Steel ladder. I don't think they need that, but there's not that many things to click on, so. How is the key not the next thing? I can't look at anything there. There's a sculpture covered with cloth. But then they left?
then the culprit went outside.
Okay.
The door was locked, and they went to the other side of the storage room.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay, then now that we're out here, then you can come up here and put the key
I
on.
see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, The culprit took the key and then...
Hung on a nail stuck in the doll.
No. Think about the state the corpse was in at the time of discovery.
Oh?
The key wasn't just hanging on it. What?
So they did nail it in. But if you take the nail out of the doll, doesn't the doll just fall down? Or is it just because it's so pressed up against the wall that it's just there? Okay.
The culprit nailed the key to the painting along with the doll from outside the window.
Or I guess it was the second nail. It would have been helpful if I, like, either looked at what it looked like before or remembered. Because I'm assuming maybe it was just a second nail. I thought it was just like one nail, but no, it was probably two nails. That's it.
Finally.
So it was nailed in other ways, and then they nailed the key there. Yeah. And then they just knocked the painting towards the room.
I pushed the painting into the room.
Okay.
It's the locked room mystery. This is how the culprit did it.
Okay. That actually wasn't too confusing in terms of, like, how it was. It was a little confusing to get each step in the right order, but, like, I had the gist as soon as, you know, they propped up the painting against the window. Or even mentioned that as an option. So, okay, that was actually pretty straightforward.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Now, how is this going to help
Throwing the key through
catch
the
a
window
culprit?
would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by...
Oh, yeah, you mean like you?
Wait, you mean me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, time to get this last solution key thing. And we're gonna move to the next part of the mystery labyrinth.
Treasure chest! Who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
Okay, yeah, I know. I wonder who that's gonna be.
How would you decide that?
Like this.
Yep.
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
There's nothing inside? Oh.
Huh? Why? After all,
So we didn't really get anything out of it.
Room.
That's so sad.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery doesn't necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate truth.
Oh, so sad.
That's terrible. I suddenly feel so tired.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Welp. Very unfortunate. It wasn't necessary, but honestly, I mean, as part of a mystery, you have to make sure to solve everything. But it is kind of funny that they created a thing that isn't actually going to help you at all. Unless there's something later on that will use some of that information to help us catch a culprit. I don't know.
We make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here?
That's a great question. Oh, you can't see the magic behind the curtain. Ah, there it is.
I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
You don't want to stay and hang out with all the flying dolls?
Again, I gotta ask. Who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
Not you. Alright, let's go forward. Because that actually did not take that long. So we have time to solve the next mystery, maybe. Whatever that may be. Depending on Shinigami's emotional state, not only can the horns and a tail sprout, but her entire body can take on a fiery form.
This place
That
is...
has not happened yet. Oh, this is different. This is not
Don't be afraid. to
what
follow orders. You must keep
the other mystery
pursuing
labyrinth,
the
the
truth.
earlier part looked like. Yeah, or the other one.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
According to you.
Yes.
According to you. I wish we could move just a little bit faster. Oh, I thought it looked like I could, like, interact with that for some reason. I don't know why I felt that way. Alright, we're almost to the opening. Oh, baby. Here's some potential culprits. What do we do with you guys?
Is this some dungeon?
Kinda.
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
I don't know if I will.
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do with the case.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Wow, they're all here.
So now we must pick out the true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here.
I sure did.
You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit.
Really?
To be honest, when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not mistaken about you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh,
Okay, who's the culprit? Figure it out and hit him with a dramatic finger point. So really, right now, that's wild. I have to choose a culprit right now. Huh?
I'm not the nail man.
So,
I'm not the culprit.
all right. So let's sort of we don't have a time limit.
I be the nail man.
So it has to be someone with like a slender build or whatever. So it can't be you. They would need to have access to the incinerator, which you have to be like a member of the clergy or whatever. So it can't be you. And if we're going off the most slender, I mean, the only other like thing that we got was like the fishing line.
Man.
And I don't think there's anything in her design that leads to that.
I'm not the culprit.
But this would be my first guess, but I still think there's nothing specifically to rule the nun out. And there's not anything to rule this guy out either. Let's go with the priest. Let's see.
The culprit is you, Father.
What? That's an absolutely...
Ooh.
Ridiculous thing to say.
Ooh, hello.
Him again. Why won't he just get
I'm not convinced that he wouldn't have showed up no matter who I chose. So I'm not convinced that I'm right yet, but this is a good sign.
You're saying the priest, a man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible.
Ah, yes, men of the church never ever commit any crimes.
How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right. Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
You sure can.
Accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Man, that kind of sucks. I feel like this, if he is the culprit, it's kind of boring. It's kind of like a boring culprit. There's not really like a fun mystery to it. It's just like, oh, it's this random head of the church and not the other ones that were there. There's like no prior connection with him. There isn't like a big twist. I feel like it would have been a bigger twist to have like the nun. I feel like the nun would have made a more fun culprit. This one was just kind of boring. That's so sad. Like all the clues kind of point to it, but I just wish the culprit was more fun. But it is only the first real one after, because like I think the train case is sort of like a tutorial labyrinth. Yeah, persons with access to the incinerator.
I'm a man of the cloth.
Okay, and? That means nothing to me. Uh-huh.
It's total blasphemy.
Total blasphemy.
The nail.
I need a more concrete statement.
The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
No. There we go. He did not have access to the incinerator. That's why it cannot be him.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member.
I did assume that the game was going to lead me down a path of like trying to make me think that the worshipper was. You know what? I just kind of thought that the game would try and lead me to anybody but the true culprit being the culprit before sort of switching it. Maybe that's just like you know, me thinking in like Danganronpa terms, and maybe they just don't like do that anymore. But like, it seems so straightforward.
So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous!
Thin person. Yeah. Okay.
A member of the church is the culprit?
Uh-huh.
Even so, I am not the culprit.
I still don't know how we're gonna disprove the nun. It's kind of nice that I have the abilities that.
Others working for the church.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the servant.
There is the servant.
The servant must be the nailman. The
Nope.
servant was able to commit the crimes.
Okay, that was able to connect.
This mystery.
Also, what does ZR do? I'm a little scared to try, but it looks like I can do something with ZR.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
Oh, no! Absolute lies!
Fishing line, locked room.
The nun
What does that do?
and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
I missed.
It's not like she's afraid of heights.
No.
She used the nails to climb. And you know she's always saying,
Oh gosh.
kill your ass in the name of God.
She does say that.
It's clear she's
Oh, I gave myself a little shield. Oh gosh. I missed the statements. Remember the clergy and thin. Doesn't the nun also fit the bill? I don't know how the fishing line disproves any of the statements that were said. This is just gonna be a random guess.
and also works at the
Women can't fish. They don't have access to fishing lines. I honestly have no idea what you was about to say right now. Is it because with her nails she would be able to hold on to a fishing line? I have no idea.
The culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so right. Oh, I completely overlooked that. That's so right. We did completely ask her if that's her dominant hand. And it is. Wow, I forgot about that. Alright, fair enough. Fair play game. Which means that if I remember that, this would have made this even more of a slam dunk case and like so straightforward. Man, the rest of this mystery labyrinth is just gonna be us like, I don't know.
It's not the churchgoer, the servant, or the nun. There's only one option left.
Yeah, I'm just so disappointed that it's so straightforward.
Father, it's you. You are the nailman.
I know I'm gonna complain about it when they inevitably do get more complicated, but I do kind of want the mysteries to be a little bit more complicated. Oh, it's funny.
Hey,
Remind me that I said this in part like 87 when I'm like dying.
Well,
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done the crimes and then they wouldn't do that to you.
you're useless. I am a priest in service to God.
Oh. Oh, look at you.
Not the nailman.
Aren't you fabulous? Look at those colors. Hello?
What god would make you this ugly?
Oh, what a burn.
All your proof is nothing but fantasy.
Look at your teeth. What are you?
You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do. It's easy.
I do? Maybe I do. We're gonna find out if I do on the next time. So yeah, we're gonna pick it up from right here. Hopefully you're looking forward to more of Mystery Labyrinth goodness. If so, let me know, but I'll see you on the next time. Still then, peace out.